drillers. I'ma buy a home next to your home if I miss you. Rubbing on your ass, but your mouth is the issue when you run for 24. I bet your
fire.
Gonna be
My
with
guy.
You. Who put this together? Me, that's who. We did it, job, or what they really do. Say the pep talk and the TED talk. I'm about to set
Kanye,
it off.
baby.
I'm about to set it off.
Welcome back to Random Ones Podcast, episode 9. This is your boy Jono.
It's your boy A-Real.
And your girl Steph.
Welcome back. Wow. Today is our mine and Steph's and I's. Steph's and I's.
The worst,
Steph and I's.
The funny thing is honestly, if you check his IG, he's out here like correcting people's English. And look at this guy now, like
Steph's and I's.
Yeah.
What is? How do you say?
Fake ass
Stephanie
English teacher.
And I's.
Steph and I's.
Stephanie and I's.
Steph and me and I's.
Who has eyes?
Stephanie and I. Anniversary.
I don't even know if that's the way you say it. That's not. That sounds crazy.
Just
I
say
think it's
our anniversary.
all right, because there's 3 people here, so I need to specify. I can't say it's our anniversary, and everybody's like, "Oh, congratulations on you and
Our
Ariel."
relationship too.
I know. Yeah. Ours is actually.
Hey,
in
yo.
July. Ours is in July 15th. Exactly.
You
If you want to
stupid.
like. Actually, no. It's like September because it was like once school started. So yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
Yo, but so it's our 10-year anniversary. So
Yeah, 10 years.
yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Long
Time
Yeah.
flies. That is wild.
Yo.
But tell me how it just made me think of the time when I took about a year off of
Social
Instagram,
media?
and then I came back. And when I came back, it was like mid 2020, and I was engaged at that time. I had just finished proposing. Tell me how once I posted those proposal pictures
Yeah.
and announced that I was engaged, 500 followers on my Instagram easily lost, gone.
So they was just like,
Nah.
oh, Jono's back. Oh, this nigga came
What?
back.
Wow.
Unfollow.
Yeah.
Damn.
I just what I feel like, but I guess that weeds out all the people who were there
Yeah.
because they were like using
there
it
for
as a
you.
dating profile
Yeah.
or something.
Exactly.
It was a thought cleanup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then,
Steph's not complaining.
yeah, she's happy about that. She's like, fine. So then a year later, I'm married. I post the marriage pictures and another easy 100. It was like, yo, damn, yeah, where's the loyalty here?
Nah,
Yeah.
it happens. It comes with the territory, bro. Like,
It hurt.
you know that a lot of people were just there for the pleasure. They were
Yeah.
hoping that they had that opportunity.
But
now
that's-
that you married, bro, like that's a different type of level.
But I noticed
But
that
then
it was
again, there's guys out there that's still doing them like no matter what.
yeah. I noticed that, but a lot of them were people that I've never even spoken to really
Yeah.
like that. Like
No, because
Even before
they
Stephanie.
found you alright.
they were just like, alright.
They found you alright, you know.
So then they're just like, all right, whatever. He's married, totally off the market, done with him.
yeah, this nigga's
That's
the worst.
crazy.
He wasn't that cute. Like
That reminds me of back in the day where, before Stephanie, when I was a single guy and a girl got pregnant,
that you did.
done.
Like, yeah.
Done. I'm sorry. I was
Or
like,
she like finally puts up like her relationship.
yeah, because sometimes.
I would
Yeah.
understand because there's some girls that like they'll be like, I'm in a relationship, put up one picture, and then it's like 6 months of just her like only like her,
Yeah.
and then it's like another picture of her boyfriend, like, oh, you still with that nigga?
I've been waiting for
Yeah,
you.
I thought you been dead at him. Like that's why I've been liking your pictures all along. Like,
Because they know that if I would have
Yeah.
never posted the proposal,
yeah.
I would have been good. I would have had 500 extra followers right
Yeah.
now.
But,
But-
once that pregnancy
Lord.
picture goes
Whatever.
out there, that's like
No, that's it. That's
That's
it. Unless you got the creeps, right?
yeah. You know, there's always creeps no matter
Like,
what.
yo, she look
Okay.
good. She look
like,
good pregnant
yo,
too.
I'll still be a Steph
So
follower.
let me ask something. Do you refollow after she gives birth and snaps back?
If I find her on social media and she snaps back, then she get a follow back.
Yo,
she get a follow back.
Yo,
What
honestly,
is
let's
the-
be honest. There's a lot of women out there. Let's be real. That the child blesses them because their bodies turn a little. Yeah, I saw.
But if you were already following them before,
Yeah.
What is the point of unfollowing them if you're gonna refollow them after they give birth?
The truth is that we follow them for pictures, right? And we don't
Yeah.
want to see pregnancy pictures and a bunch of pictures of their newborn. And
This goes into the moment where we really don't care what you eat. So stop posting pictures of your food. We don't really care.
what the hell? What does that have
No,
to do with
because it's
pregnancy
like-
pictures?
You know, because when they're pregnant, all they're gonna be posting is their food pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Their baby inside the belly, like, yo,
Oh, what is that called? Those
sonogram photos,
Sonogram,
like,
yeah, sonogram.
you know, and it's like we really
don't
want
wanna
to
see that, yeah.
Like,
We
exactly.
don't-
So
Oh
like,
I'm sorry, I'm not here for the pregnancy
Yeah,
journey.
we're
I'm here
not
for
re-
the
we just
nicer
Snap back.
pictures.
Do you still follow Rihanna that she's pregnant?
No, I never really
Nah,
followed Rihanna.
I never.
What the? Who doesn't
No, I
follow Rihanna?
No, I just never follow her because it's like she posts like
Yeah.
a bunch of business stuff.
Jail.
No, I just
Jail.
not even that. I just know that I have no chance. So it's just like,
Don't say that
Why you-
because the next question is, so you follow girls that you only think you have a chance with?
Exactly.
Damn.
See, this is what
Exactly.
the psychology.
But then again, I don't, like example, like I don't want to be even with Kim Kardashian and all these celebrity, like I don't want to just lust off of those photos. Like, oh my gosh, she looks so good.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with that?
Yeah.
like that's
Okay, so but what's the point of
Yeah.
following
bro,
randoms?
bro, look, yo, change subject, change subject, change
No,
subject,
no,
change
it's
subject, change
getting hot.
subject,
It's
change
just-
subject.
it's
It is,
the
it's getting
same-
hot.
We need another guy.
Yo.
We need another guy episode.
We need reinforcements.
We need another men episode.
guys
This is
could-
why we
guys
miss
could
you,
bring
Steph.
a whole-
We missed you, Steph. We missed you. Let's be real. We missed you. But
You guys could bring an army of guys, and I will
she
still
was
fight this fight.
waiting to get
Yo.
back. She was waiting to get back.
Oh my God, I'm hot.
I was gone for one episode, and you guys don't know how to act.
Yo,
Yo, she came back
I
just
felt
shooting
so comfortable
without
last
her.
week. Like, we could talk about anything. But now that
man.
she came back,
Unbelievable.
she came back strong.
Yes.
Welcome back,
Yo.
Steph. We missed you.
Yeah.
Yo.
So, anyways,
So
I
change the
like-
subject.
So going back,
Nice curve. Nice curve.
dude. Once a woman gets pregnant, it's just like,
They're
what am
done
I here
for.
for?
No, I'm saying, do you guys feel the same? Would like feel the same way about your wives being pregnant?
What about them? I'll unfollow
Are
her.
we unattractive?
You gonna unfollow your girl? Imagine. Yo, you mad pregnant? Unfollow. I don't want to see this shit.
That's fucked up.
No, like I don't like.
No, I would never
Like,
do
I don't
that.
understand the question. My own wife? Would I unfollow my own wife? No, I wouldn't.
Not unfollow, but I'm saying in real life, like you don't want to see her pregnant.
No, but that's my wife. That's a different
That's
type
different.
of beauty.
That's different.
We're speaking in a men's perspective. We're not saying me as a married man. I'm out here looking at women and seeing they're pregnant. And I don't want to follow them.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying as a if I was as a single man, would I want to be really interested in looking at a girl that I was interested in
Pregnant.
physically and that type of way? See her.
So we're
pregnant
talking
and-
about as a single
yeah,
man's
it's a
head.
single mindset. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
men, I got your back. I got your back.
Yeah.
If she turns out pregnant, I'm not interested after that because I know from the moment you notice you was pregnant till you after the pregnancy, it's just gonna be bullshit post.
That's
It-
a fact.
Not,
Come on.
it's only gonna be interesting posts for family members, for close friends. If I'm not in any of those, I don't really need to know about it unless I'm trying to like be that dirtbag.
Yeah.
just like holding back.
I
like,
wish it was my
Go
baby.
ahead, queen.
Yeah.
I know that you're like one of the most beautiful pregnant person I ever seen in my life.
Oh, what
Like,
about the ex that comment or DMs her like, yo, I wish that was my kid.
Oh yeah,
I wish
like,
that should have been mine.
that's some dirty ass nigga.
Dirty mackin.
If you unfollow while she's pregnant, she snaps back and she looks fucking great after.
She is
And
gonna look great.
When you refollow, now she's like, that guy.
Yeah.
I know that
Yeah.
guy.
You gotta
Yeah.
take that L.
That's what I'm saying. There's no chance after that.
Yeah.
No, that's bullshit. Because you
Nah.
know the reason
There's
why we
no
followed
chance.
each other. Be honest, you wasn't following to be best friends. Oh, but then again,
I'm
from
saying-
2 episodes ago, she got guy best friends.
You don't have
Not
a-
anymore.
Not anymore.
after. If, for example, if I'm the
Because
girl,
you got married. Bam.
let's say if I'm the girl that you're following and I get pregnant, right?
Yeah.
You unfollow. I have my baby. I snap back. I'm saying if you refollow me as the girl, I noticed that you unfollowed me while I was pregnant.
Mhm.
Now that I'm not pregnant, you don't have a chance. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And you
Why?
don't get a follow back.
But why?
Because girls don't like that. Why are you unfollow?
That means you can't take her at her
But-
her
That's
Alright,
considered
first
to be
of all-
a woman's vulnerable
First of all,
moment.
why?
on a deeper level, right?
Mhm.
I would also unfollow because I know that when a woman has a baby, her priorities change. Like
Yeah.
she's going to focus on her kid.
Yeah.
Now all her posts is gonna be her journey, and then when she has the baby, then every pic is gonna be the baby. It's no longer really pictures of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm out of here. Even if you look good after, I know you're gonna be posting your kids 80% of your kid 80%
If we
of the
never
time.
had any relationship besides just interest, because if we have a friendship, then
Yeah, that's
a
different.
different story. Like,
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
your friend, you know.
Of course.
But if I just only followed you and we always liked each other's pictures on some like, hey, you look good,
Yeah,
and then I don't know you become pregnant, it was never anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's like you putting yourself pregnant in Tinder, like, like,
Pregnant, 2 months, 3 months
You-
pregnant.
Some people
and
are
then get
into
mad,
that.
and then get mad, and then get mad because you got swiped. Talking about pregnancy,
Yeah,
you heard what happened lately about the
but the
new law?
abortion stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Should we get into it? Get into it now?
We have to get it. That subject needs to be talked about.
Yeah, it really.
Because it's crazy it's crazy that that's even a subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe like
So go ahead. Explain what happened.
Not me. You explain.
Okay.
You did your research. I don't know how to freaking.
Okay. So
so go off of you go say something.
Yes.
real quick.
just say something from the last.
Like yeah, I
Okay,
agree.
I'll say.
Yeah,
Respond
say
to it.
something to
Respond
what he
it.
said.
Yeah,
He said
respond to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
anything.
Like you said, it's just crazy that in 2022, I feel like we're like regressing in time. Why is it that in 2022 there's still this debate or this idea that a man can dictate what happens in a woman's body?
With a woman's body.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
So what had happened?
100%.
What had happened was, it was a file that was leaked. It wasn't even like they just brought it out to the light. It was a leaked file that stated they were voting to overturn the Roe versus Wade 1973 ruling, which is having abortion as a constitutional right. So they were voting against it
Mm-hmm.
to have it, I'm like, what really got me? The fact that we were distracted by the Met Gala and then this came
That
out.
was happening at
Yeah.
the same time.
That's weird. Like,
They-
I don't
they
know if that's
always do
too
something like that.
conspiratorial, but I feel like, that's
we out here
weird.
looking at what Russell Westbrook's fucking skirt,
Yeah.
and then this happens.
Yeah. So it was weird that that was even a thing. Maybe that might be too conspiratorial, but so go ahead. What do you think about it? You as a woman, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, start off with
I
stuff.
think that we're in modern times. Why are men still dictating or have any fucking say in what happens with our bodies? Why is that okay? Since the beginning of time when that was an idea, what gives a man the right to dictate or make decisions for us?
Right.
It's just baffling that we've kind of are like going back in time.
I feel like we talk so much about freedom and how we have so much freedom in this country, but then they try to take away things little by little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And
it's just like,
it's funny, whoever they are, I don't want to say, the government and this person. Like,
yeah.
there's a they.
yeah.
We don't know these people, but
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like they are trying to see what they can get away with. Like, if
Yeah.
nobody made an uproar about this and there was nobody like making posts and trying to fight for the rights or whatever, that shit would have been active.
As much as we talk crap about social media and stuff like that,
It's helpful.
it's helpful in
It's
certain
super
ways.
helpful.
Because honestly, sometimes that's how people get the news nowadays.
It's true. It's true.
Honestly.
And it spreads
Well,
so
nobody even
fast.
looks at news anymore. People go straight to their social media.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where I get my
So
news
it's
from.
like- yeah, exactly.
I don't be like, let's turn on channel 11 at 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
me
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
watch
And
news.
articles, reading articles online. It's just that's where everybody gets their news now.
Honestly, no matter what, like, I feel like women should make that decision on their own. I feel like nobody should be taking away that
Yeah.
that decision. Like, there's no reason. I'm a Christian man. I understand. Like I'm not for it. I'm not for abortions, but I do believe that women should have their own freedom to make the decision.
Right. I like that you said that, because that's speaking from a human perspective.
Yeah.
Because take away politics, take away religion, take that out of the picture, because at the end of the day, we're human, and we should all have the choice of what we do with ourselves. There was 9 judges on this panel that had to vote against or for it.
Yeah.
Out of those 9 judges, there's 6 men and 3 women.
Of course.
Tell me how that makes sense. Make it make sense. That 6 men are voting on what women should do with their
women's
bodies.
rights.
Yeah.
And I want to say something, right? If you want to make decisions on women basically taking away their right to decide whether they want to have a child or not, what about providing assistance to these working women? Not just people who are unemployed, because there's assistance for people who have no income, but for the working women. They should provide assistance to working women. Make childcare free. Give assistance with bills, with food and stuff like that, so women can afford to have these children.
Right.
Yeah.
If you want to obligate them to have children.
Right.
It shouldn't just be like, oh, just have kids and go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's also so many different circumstances. There's women who get raped, women who are molested by their own family members. What if they're 16 and pregnant and it's not the right time in their life? You're going to make them have a kid and ruin their lives?
Yeah.
Because it's what? Because what is the reason?
Yeah. What about moments where the choice of the father? Let's just say not in a R, or anything like that. Let's
Right.
just say it actually happened, and a woman decides to make this decision on her own without the father's consent or the man that she was with. Like, do you think that plays a role as well? Like, do you think that men's decisions in that perspective
Should matter?
I feel like it should be probably consulted with your partner, but at the end of the day, it should be her decision.
Right. She can take your decision into
Consideration.
but at the end of the day, if she wants to do it, she can do it, and you can't be mad at that, because what say do you have over anybody? Period.
But then men never have a decision when it comes down to this. You're saying?
Yeah,
So
they don't
because
make.
it's
They
honestly-
can't make a
No, but I'm-
final.
I'm
They
just
can't
saying,
make a
like,
final decision.
No, I know. Physically, we can't for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
But it's just trying to stir up the pot. Just
Right.
not
The
saying
devil's
that this is-
advocate.
yeah,
Yeah.
No, it's a valid question.
and then it's also because it's what if I have those situations where it's the girls are just getting pregnant for the man's money, and they're not even with them. So now he doesn't even have a decision there, where it's
Unfortunately,
But
no.
Yeah.
but then again, if that man really wanted to be responsible, then there's ways to prevent pregnancy.
like
No,
hot sauce,
and he
but-
didn't take that.
You
like
can't.
Drake's hot sauce.
You can't even say that, right? Because you can still get accidentally pregnant while using
Yeah, the
condoms,
condom could
while being
rip
on the
or-
pill. Nothing's
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
But unfortunately, because the woman is the one enduring the pregnancy and basically housing the baby, it's always going to be her decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like as it should.
Yeah.
right. I agree with you, and that's a good point, though.
No, I understand it. It just needs to be brought up as well.
right, because that is an argument.
We also have other viewers that see stuff differently.
Right.
That we got to make sure that we speak about it as well.
I read
You know, like-
somewhere where I don't know if it was Texas or Oklahoma, but they said in order to have one, the man needs to sign off on the paper as well. So you
Wow.
need two signatures
That's
for it.
bullshit to me.
It's in one. I don't know if it's in. Maybe I'm
What
getting the
state
states
or-
wrong, but there is. I read something like that. I'm like, that's crazy. But I mean,
No, absolutely not.
But then again, how they know who's the baby father? You could just get
yeah,
you
true.
just get any guy
That's
just-
true. Yeah,
Absolutely not.
that's true. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's such a sensitive subject.
What about if you think an example, right? Let's just say the male doesn't want to play a part in their life,
Mm-hmm.
and they think that the best decision is to abort, and
Right.
the woman decides to still have it. And is there like in that predicament, can they stop them from getting child support?
I feel
Like,
like
you think child support should be also mandatory as well?
if it's, let's say if it, like you said in your example, if it's consulted with the guy and he says I don't want to have a child, and she decides to have the child, then I don't think that she should get child support. I feel like that's that was your decision to have this child.
chose to have
he
that
didn't
baby.
want this child, so you should be the one providing for your child.
Yeah, she
So
had the decision.
yeah, exactly. So if let's just say an NFL player ends up having sex with has a relationship with a stripper or somebody and ends up getting her pregnant, and he decides that he did not want to have it, but the stripper sees it as bank, like I just won.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if the man decides to, I don't want to have this child, like he has a say in it, or it's like, or can he not pay child support for that? Like, we talking about women having this power to be able to make their own decision,
Right.
where
Where
it's
they
like,
could weaponize it.
where
They could weaponize
yeah,
it.
where they could weaponize it. But then it's like a male can't make no decision and just like, you just gotta suck it up, no matter what. Which is like, all right,
It's a valid point.
yeah,
It's a valid point.
yeah.
I don't agree with women weaponizing kids to get money or incentive.
Weaponizing pregnancy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I don't think that that's okay.
Yeah, that just means you're a shitty person.
I feel like if you're able to make that choice, I feel like males should be able to make the choice of being in the life or not.
Yeah, but then what is the percentage of women doing that? That's the thing.
I feel like if you're
it doesn't
if
equal
you're
the
having
amount.
a baby, you're having a baby genuinely.
It doesn't.
At the end of the day, you're having a baby because you believe that this child plays a big role in your life. This child that you're bringing into life is not just a check. It's not just a person that you're just looking for anything
Incentive.
but you're actually like wanting this child.
How about this? So you take your example, and then you take the example of somebody else with a way worse situation where it was a family member that sexually assaulted them, and now the man says, I want her to have that kid. But then he doesn't take care of the kid after the kid is here. He leaves.
Well, if it was
So now,
at that point, I think she makes her own decision.
Right.
No,
but that's what I'm
I
saying.
feel
You
like
can't do both.
No, what I'm indicating is that if a woman decides to have it or not, I think that it should play a role where a male decides, hey, I want to be part of this child's life, or I don't want to be part of this child's life.
But you do have that right.
No, we do. But I'm just saying, if we decide to say, no, I don't want to be part of this child's life, then you still have the right to still have the abortion or not. But if you have the child, understand that he is not a part of the child's life.
Right.
So you cannot go for any of his income.
Mhm.
You cannot touch him for anything like that. You're just having a child on your own. I feel like that
Which I feel like logically that's the right thing to do, right? If I'm having a child and the dad doesn't want to be involved, I would be like, okay, fuck you, I'm having this kid. I don't want
Exactly.
anything from you. But that's not everybody's like that.
that's in a perfect
And that's
world.
not how the law works.
Yeah.
But that's what
either.
I'm saying. If you're talking about law, I think you got to understand that plays a role as well. Like, if you're deciding to have a child, you're having a child because you want the baby. You don't want the child for anything else. You're not looking at like I said, you're not looking at the child like it's a check. You're looking at the child as it's a baby, and you want to develop this child.
Yeah.
You know?
But we're talking about if it should be one way or the other. So what you're saying is you're speaking from a rich guy's perspective, where it's like I should have a say because she's using me
Or
for
not
money.
even that. Or what about like a 16-year-old boy decides to like get a girl pregnant, and now she's on some I'm gonna have this child no matter what, but the kid's not even ready.
That's not his choice.
No, I understand it's not his choice for her to get the abortion. That's not where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to indicate that if
The
the
child
woman
support.
decides to make a decision where she has the abortion or not, I feel like the man or whatever,
The boy, yeah.
the boy or the man, they have a decision to say, hey, I don't want to be part of this child's life, and you cannot do anything about that.
So you opt out of child support and everything
Yeah,
else.
if you
have this baby, I opt out of everything because I'm not agreeing to this.
Yeah, exactly. Before
Okay.
the child's even born. We went totally left.
No, but it's good.
It's a conversation that needs to be talked about because
Yeah,
it's like
no. It's a good way of in a perfect world. Then I guess the guy could be like, listen, where's the paper? I'm opting out of not taking care of this kid
before the child's born.
Yeah,
I don't think it should be on some like, all right, you could choose 6 months after, like it's like a receipt. You could like return it. Like,
yeah.
And 6 months, the baby.
You can't come back and you can't. That's the shit. That's not even fair though. Think about this. So he opts out at birth, before birth, while she's pregnant. I opt out. I don't want you to have this kid.
Before she has the option, because a woman has the option to get an abortion. I believe 3 months, before 3 months, or before,
isn't it?
Or is it like before
I
4 or 5 months?
I think
15 weeks.
it depends on the state.
Yeah,
It depends on the state.
There's a certain time. I don't.
Yeah,
I
it
don't. I
depends on
can't
the
be
state.
specific, but I believe like, as per the state, I think that if you give them the option to be like, hey, before you decide to have this baby or not, I want to let you know, I'm not gonna play a role in this baby's life. So you have the decision to either raise this child by yourself or abort this baby. So now it's just a decision on the woman alone.
Now, what about this, right?
Yeah.
This is some bullshit because what about if this guy, he tells her, I opt out.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with this baby, but if you want to have it, go ahead. I'm just letting you know where I stand. And it's legal, right?
Yeah.
You can't come back in that kid's life 10 years later and be like, I'm your dad.
And then
that's not fair because now you made her do
being
all the work.
LeBron James and it's like, oh, I'm your father.
Yeah.
Like, nah, nigga, you opt out.
That's what I'm saying.
You opt out.
That's what I'm saying. Don't try to come back after I did all the work to raise this kid. You come back 10 years, 15, 20 years and say, I'm your dad. And now he loves you and you're the greatest dad ever.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not right. That's a cheat code.
Yeah.
There is.
That is true. I didn't think about that. That makes a lot of sense because it's like LeBron James' father didn't play a role in his life and it's like just came out of nowhere and it's like tries to like rekindle everything.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, like where were you all his high school
You wasn't
years?
with me shooting in the gym?
Exactly. Like, you know, all
I know
this.
that there is. I don't know a lot about it, but I know that you can relinquish your rights as a parent when it comes to like custody of your kids in court.
Now you are not ready for this, but the law says that you cannot have the abortion. So I feel like there's a lot. I think that's maybe one of the top
So you
3.
gave a broke nigga some ass and now you
but you broke yourself. So
and now
you both having broke sex.
Now y'all had some broke sex.
Yeah.
And now you're having a broke baby with the broke.
Exactly. That's really the thesis
You're having
of
a
it.
baby with a broke nigga.
Yes.
'Cause I
So
can't say
but
broke
she's broke
baby.
herself. So
yeah, exactly.
because she doesn't want to go trap a rich guy, you know. So all right, so let's take that, and then so you let me see what I'm trying to say here. I feel like that's top 3 of the problem. Reasons why people would get abortions because they're not ready for it and they don't have money to raise a child and they'd rather bring a child into a world where they can provide for them and make a good life for them.
Or maybe they just, like, for example, it could be the wrong person.
Right.
It could have been an accident. Like, oh, this just happened, but I don't see myself being with this person long term or share responsibility long term with this specific person.
It could.
This
so
is why you should just wait till marriage.
those are
sex.
those are two. But we're taking religion out of it. We're taking religion out of it.
I didn't say you have to get married in a church. I'm just saying.
So that's two
That would never
examples. That's 2 examples right there, and then also somebody who's not mentally there. It's not like mental
What's
health.
about I Am Sam you trying to talk about?
Mental stability.
Mental stability. They don't have mental stability. Maybe they're going through depression, but they had sex and
like wrong
now,
timing in their life.
Right.
Yeah.
So all of these examples, right? Look what it leads to. Now you have this law that makes you have the baby. Now you're depressed already. You have this baby. You're stressing. Your anxiety, going crazy. You have the baby, and you hit that final floor, right? Or if you didn't have the means before, you definitely don't have the means now to raise a baby. Now you're raising a child in poverty level, which then there's a whole trickle down effect. These kids will be raised in such a poor community, and then that could lead to crime. That's just a horrible upbringing,
Yeah.
right? It leads to so much more if you put these things in place.
Yeah.
It's true.
And if this becomes a thing, they have to make a whole new budget for these mothers.
I feel like
you can't put this in place and then be like,
And not
deal with it.
provide assistance.
You got to
That's
have a
exactly what I'm
whole
saying.
assistance. You got to give me WIC for fucking 3 years. You got to give me WIC for 3 years. You got to
Which
give me.
probably
I
will
feel
not
like this
happen.
conversation leads to like, I'm sorry for cutting you guys off. I feel like this conversation leads to like, you know, doing the right thing for yourself. You know, don't let these situations happen. Make sure that you're protected at all times.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I feel like it leads to this conversation where it's like, yo, you're putting yourself in these predicaments that gonna lead to accidents like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, you're like, oh, like, it was a mistake. No, you knew what you was in. Like, a mistake is like, yo, I was dead ass not having sex at all, and I don't know where I'm pregnant.
Immaculate conception.
Like, mad Virgin Mary type of shit.
No,
Like,
not
that's
true.
an accident.
Like,
No.
It's
For
not an
example-
accident. It's literally impossible.
Yeah, exactly. That's an accident where it's like, all right, you know, like,
My mom said that she was taking contraceptives when she got pregnant with my little brother. So she was taking measures, but it still happened because nothing's 100%.
but exactly, like, so not here trying to blame your mom, because then we're not gonna have a podcast after this. I love you, mommy. But it's just, you gotta understand that, like, even though they say it's a 99% like accuracy, that's not gonna happen.
You know that 1%
You
is
gotta
possible.
understand that there's that 1%.
That's what I was saying
Of
before.
It's like,
course.
no matter who you have sex with,
So
no
just
matter
don't
who,
have sex.
it's not. Oh,
Keep your dick
yeah,
in your
like,
pants.
That's
Exactly.
because that's the only
will
way
have
to
a baby.
be like.
Yeah.
That's the only way to prevent pregnancy.
Exactly.
100% is
Yeah,
to not have
100%.
sex.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like, make sure that you're having sex with the right people. Stop having sex with the wrong people.
That's also
That's-
true.
Yeah,
That's
because
true.
it's like, stop putting your toto out there. Your toto has value.
All right, we gotta bleep
Your
that.
toto has value. At the end of the day, it's about valuing your toto. Let's be real. Women, y'all be throwing your toto everywhere. Not everybody, but there's be some of them. And then y'all get tight that y'all
You have a bad baby daddy.
you have a bad baby daddy. And then it's like, now you got the ugliest one out of all the guys you had your intercourse with, got you pregnant. Because for him, that was the best shit he ever had. So now he deadass was like, yo, I'm a nut in this one because, you know,
She a baddie.
yeah, she a baddie. I'll never get this opportunity
Now look at
again.
you. You didn't value. You didn't
now
value.
You got an ugly ass baby daddy that's broke because you didn't value your toto.
Have sex with the right people.
We're gonna have like a whole walk on this. You know, like, you know, we're
This
gonna
could
have a
go
whole
to
like
so-
Value your toto
yo,
walk.
value- you know how Amber Rose had a
The
like
march.
slut walk?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a value the toto.
BTT walk.
But that trickles down to so many things, right? Because that kind of insinuates like only have sex with people who are financially stable.
Oh
just
no,
in
just good
case.
people.
No,
Good people.
It's just like, yo,
But good people don't always have money.
Well,
it's
I mean,
true. But do you see, like, honestly, are you just giving up the toto for anything now?
For
So
you
it's like,
can't
if
give
the-
up the
if
toto
the
for
guy-
looks.
love.
For love.
For love.
All right.
That doesn't mean the person necessarily has money. Sometimes they have
Exactly.
it.
Yeah,
But you got to make
yeah.
sure that you put that toto on the pedestal and it's like, yo, does he deserve this toto? Let's be
We
honest.
gotta
my
stop
God.
saying this word. We gotta stop saying this word.
Like, you
Just choose wisely.
Yeah, exactly. Choose
You
wisely.
see how she always breaks it down in a
Yeah,
perfect.
exactly.
Just choose wisely.
talking about value my toto when you didn't even value it yourself.
Speaking of self-care, do you guys think is self-care selfish? Putting yourself first.
No,
I don't think that's
100% no.
ever selfish. But I feel like I think there is another side of people who are selfless
Right.
and they give a lot to others more than themselves, which is a good thing, but can also be a
bad
con.
thing?
Yeah, it's a bad thing
I
because
feel like you do
you're
have to be
sacrificing your
selfless
mental health for other
a
people.
lot of times, honestly.
Huh?
It's funny that you say that because I think there's a lot of moments where you do need to be selfless.
Mhm.
But then you do need to be, honestly, like, you do need to think about yourself in
It's-
the predicaments. But there's moments, there's certain people in your life that you end up being selfless for.
Right.
Like example, in a relationship, like I feel like you shouldn't be selfish because what happens is in the relationship, it's a one-way street now.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're giving, well, one person's giving and one person's just receiving. It's like, it gets tiring.
Yeah.
Now,
I think there needs to
in
be
a relationship,
balance.
y'all both supposed to be selfless. You're supposed to be selfless for your partner, and your partner's supposed to be selfless for you.
Right.
So that's how it ends up
And
being.
you both have to understand each other's
Yeah.
the times when you
Yeah,
have to be
exactly.
selfish.
But like besides that, like I do believe like you do need to be selfish in the moment because it's like people will take advantage of you. No matter
Of course.
even family members. My family members is like the most.
Yeah.
Family member and friends.
Close friends.
Yeah. Friends in general. Yeah, close friends, but like people that you're not super close with will act like they're super close with you just to
Yeah.
get in.
Or they did like one favor for you and it was like the most minor favor, but they'll hold that shit accountable for like forever. Like that one day that like you decided not to have cash on you and they bought you a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yo, I hate people
And now,
like that.
and now they expect you to pay for their dining. There was like $150.
Yo,
Nah,
but
that's a
remember
big
that
difference.
day I bought that thing for you?
That shouldn't even be an argument. Like
That was
why
10
is-
years ago, bro.
Exactly.
You
Like,
still
or
using it?
even like they wouldn't even like. I feel like I don't know. It's just you shouldn't have to like
You shouldn't
value.
expect things from other people. I feel like if you're gonna genuinely do something for somebody, don't expect it back. When
Yes.
people say, "Let me borrow $5," I note to myself, it's like I'm
not
giving
getting
it to her
Yeah.
Yeah.
or him, whatever.
Yeah, 100%. Never
I'm not
expect it.
gonna be like, "Oh, that person owes me $5 from
If
last
if
time."
if I'm your friend and I buy you food, or even if
Yeah.
if I'm like, yo, I go shopping, I'm like, yo, I know you don't got no money. I'll get you this. You want it? All right, get it. I'm never holding that against you. It's not transactional with me
Real friendships would never be lost off of money.
Right.
ever. You're
If
right.
real friendships,
I like that.
real friendships. Let's be honest, because I know there's a lot of people that lose friendships off of money.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about real friendships where it's like money's not an issue. It shouldn't be an issue. I understand if you don't have it at the moment, it shouldn't be an issue. There was a moment, I remember there was a moment that like I owed my friend a lot of money, like, and he never like questioned me on it. And he just knows that like, yo, like, if I have it, like, I'm gonna get him.
Right.
But like I never had him like on some, yo, bro, I need this money by tomorrow, and if not, we beefing.
Yo,
Like,
you know,
it's never been like that.
you know what I never did? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I never did in front of a friend? I never went to like a pizzeria or anywhere and ate in front of that person when they had no money.
Oh, yo,
I never did that.
nah.
Like
can't
if
do
I have
that.
$5, I'm not gonna get 2 slices and a drink for me.
I
And
saw
then
a
sit
social
down.
media
I'm gonna
post
get one
like
for
that
me, one for
earlier.
you, and we could split a water. Being okay with saying no also, like as a part of being selfish, to protect your peace,
Yes.
right?
It goes. I honestly says it goes back to that moment where it's if it's the right people, because it's like I said, I feel like that's where you become like, all right, I'm gonna do this because I know that it's for this person. Where it's like, yo, like I gotta push myself that I'm uncomfortable, that I know that it'll get to a comfortable stage because I know
Mhm.
it's the right people.
Like for example, what would be an example of that?
Like example where like it's a close friend's birthday and you know that you don't really want to be chilling with the people they're going to be chilling with, but you know that you got to put out there just because it's like that person's really been genuinely there for you.
Even if you show face, at
Yeah,
least.
exactly.
Show up.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it's uncomfortable for the moment, like, you know, that person really genuinely wants you
Mhm.
there. And it's like, you just show up just because it's like, yo, I got to show my face to show love.
Yeah.
Like, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
That's where I feel like it's like, you got to be a little selfless.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's a good
For the right
example.
people, like
yeah,
you said.
exactly.
For the
Yeah.
right people.
But then if it's just a random friend that you're just like, I don't want to chill with them people, like, you're allowed to say no.
But I also feel like genuine friends will also understand when you're like, I'm not feeling this, but I'm there for you. Like
but
saying
how long
no,
can that go?
Yeah, but that's something you can't. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
saying no because let's say you're not mentally right, right?
Like you're going through something.
You're going through something. I can't go. I love you. You know I love you. I'm there for you, but I can't go. I don't want that to be held against me. I'm not at my best moment right now. So I'm protecting my peace by saying no. But that doesn't I don't want that to affect our friendship.
Right.
So I don't want that held against me like, oh, you didn't come to my birthday, so now you're a shit friend.
I think
we're not
I
going to
think
talk
it
about
comes
birthdays,
with,
but I'm just saying after a certain while, it starts becoming like, all right.
if you consistently
are
saying
you
no,
really like there for me? Because it's like, it seems like you're only thinking about yourself now.
yeah, if you're consistently saying no all the time.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, but if it's your birthday, I know this is like a very special day for you. But if I'm really like under the weather and I'm not feeling well, I don't want to ruin it by telling you how bad I'm feeling. I want you to enjoy your day. But listen, I love you. I cannot go. We could talk about it another time, but I want you to enjoy your day. Don't hold that against me. But if I go and every year it's something on your birthday, it's like that's a red flag. Like that, your homie keeps saying no on your birthday.
That's different.
That's different.
Story.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
But I feel like, don't you feel like real friendships, and we're talking about people that's been there in your life, like seeing it all, is just like a relationship. Don't you feel like? So it's like the same way that you say, no, I don't feel well to your own relationship, to your own partner. Don't you feel like a real good relationship you could lose just as bad, just like that, if you decide to keep saying no? Because if you used to say no to Jono or your partner, your partner would probably get on this mode where it's like
you're always saying no.
Yeah, you're always saying no. I'm trying to go out, and you're always staying in the house, and then starts distance, and that's where a relationship starts breaking.
Right.
Where it's the same thing in a friendship. That's distancing starts happening, and it's like, all right, I guess we're just in two different paths, and we're just gonna have to move forward from here.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes that's where it's like, are you willing to sacrifice this relationship because you got to think about others more than yourself sometimes? Example, like with Jono, sometimes there's some moments that I don't even want to go work out, and it's like Jono will be like, nah, you got to come out. And
we gotta go.
Like,
you push each other.
It's not like I really want to do it, because honestly, when it comes to working out, like I'm still at this mental stage where it's like I'm not fully
You're not fully
yet.
invested into it.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's like the moment I feel like not doing it, it's like, I'm not gonna do it.
But you need that person to be like,
to push you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
like,
how I felt the other day with him. Like, you did the same thing for me though, and that's what I like about our dynamic is that I felt the same way. I woke up, I was like, damn, bro, I hope he don't hit me up, bro.
Yo.
And then he's like, yo, 11 o'clock, I'll be there. I'm like, but I got ready.
Yeah.
And we went. But
and then it ended up being like, no homo, it ended up being a good workout.
Yo, you don't have to say that.
I don't know. You know, we're from New York. No matter what, we're gonna have to say
yo.
But
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes I feel like you gotta push yourself.
Another thing I was thinking about was like agreeing to disagree with other people's opinions. Like, it's okay to agree to disagree. You don't have to, like, if you like a certain person and I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel that person that much. Like, it goes back to the Trump and Biden thing a few years ago.
Remember that? The politics, when everybody said they were politicians?
Yo, I know people that lost family over that stuff. Yeah. Like, yo, you mess with this person, I can't mess with you. Like, you're out of my life.
You like Trump, you're racist.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. They
family
understand what Trump is going, like, what he believes, but it's like,
some people would be so strong on certain things, not knowing, like, totally forgetting that they're family and they have history. Yeah. Like, they put that above their whole relationship.
The frustration, right? Like, when you like wholeheartedly believe in something,
you go hard,
and then you go hard, and let's say a family member sees it the other way, you're just like, why? Like, we're family, we're supposed to be on the same page, and we're not.
Yeah.
But like you said,
they project whatever you believe. So if you like that guy, then you must be like that guy.
Right.
Yeah. But I just agree with this some policies. I don't, like, he could be, you know how they say I can separate the music from the artist? I could separate the policies from the president.
Yeah. Certain
presidents. And that's that. That doesn't mean I hate a certain group of people like the president does. I don't, they start thinking oh, you like this person, so you
must
act
be
like
like
this
them.
person. You think like that person, so you're a piece of shit like them. And I don't want to be friends with a piece of shit like that. Meanwhile, bro, it's just opinions, and we can still live. We could agree to disagree and live life. You're very good at that. I see that with your family,
Yeah.
the
What?
way you are.
Like
Yeah.
What?
agree to disagree.
Yeah, to
Yes.
agree to disagree. Like me and you
Yeah.
are having a disagreement, and we can go and work out
But
together.
I want to understand why is it like why does it affect you so much?
Yeah.
I don't understand that because I feel like if you believe in whatever you want to believe in, like
Cool.
go ahead,
Cool.
that's your life.
Yeah.
Like whatever you do on your time, you do on your time.
Yeah.
As long as you're not trying to put it on me. 'Cause it's
Exactly.
like-
That's the perfect way to put it.
exactly. Because I feel like if you're
Don't try
Whatever
to
you
change my mind.
exactly like
Don't force it. Don't force it. It's like if somebody starts talking about what you eat, right? I'm plant-based and you eat meat. If I'm
Hey,
saying,
yo.
yo, you're fucking, wow.
Hey yo.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, so I can't be like, yo, like, why do you eat this way? You that's a shitty way to eat. You're a piece of shit for eating that way. La da da. You're gonna be like, I don't even want to chill with this
Grass ass
person.
eating that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it creates that
Yeah.
thing between
Oh,
us.
yeah.
So in order to, I could be like, I'm plant based. You are meat based. I can't say meat in front of this kid, and we're good. We're still greatest of friends, and we go about our lives. What you eat don't make me shit.
Yeah.
Is that's the
Exactly.
basis of it.
That's that. I feel like that's like should be like
Worry about your damn self.
exactly the memo for everybody. Mind your fucking business, right? What other people do should not be of your concern, right?
Yeah.
Worry about your life, what's important to you, what you're doing. What other people are doing should not be like any of your
It
business.
shouldn't affect you whatsoever.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what orientation they are. Doesn't matter what their sexuality, the color of their skin, what they eat. Like, mind your business. Why
Yeah.
does it affect people
Right.
so much?
Right.
I don't understand.
Me
It's
either.
just like how society puts us in this like time limit as
Yeah,
well.
the societal expectations of it
Yeah,
all.
exactly. Because
And
it's like if you're at this certain age, it's like, and you don't got certain things by this age, it's like, all right, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, like, oh, if you're 30, why you're supposed to be married and you're supposed to be have a kid already. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
No,
with-
everything.
What are you doing with your life? You're supposed to have a house. You're supposed to, run a
Yeah.
business or have a great job. Why haven't you found yourself yet? It's like, bro, I don't know. Like you sometimes you just like, I didn't.
Meanwhile,
You start judging yourself.
I feel like when you're 30, it's like when you're starting to figure yourself out.
Yeah.
Because all your 20s, you literally like it's
You're
a
learning.
time of what the fuck is happening, right?
Right.
It's a
Like you
blur.
don't, you're into the world that's like fresh and you're figuring shit out.
Right.
Because like you're in your 20s and you're like still not understanding yourself. You're not figuring yourself out, and you're just questioning like, why is this not happening? Why is this not happening? I know like I could provide, I could do this, but then in your 30s, I feel like you start taking the time and understand why you go through the things that you
Yeah.
go through, and why you think the way you think, and it's like
Introspection.
like you start really studying yourself, like like
It's introspection, analyzing the person you actually
Yeah.
are, getting
Yeah.
to know that person.
yeah.
Yeah, everything, every feeling that you feel, you start, you're feeling it.
And I don't
Why
want to
am
make it like if
feeling
it's an
this?
age thing, but it's like there's a time in your life where you just start realizing, hey, I'm like this,
Yeah,
I'm like
Yeah.
this.
But
And
it's
I-
just the like you said, it's just the society. It's like society puts pressure on you to be at a certain place in your life at a certain time.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I think that also goes back into mental health, right?
Mhm.
Because there's so much pressure. And even now in modern day, where there's so much opportunity online, you see these young kids getting rich, young
Mhm.
kids having so much, and I'm here slaving my ass at a 9 to 5. Meanwhile, this 19-year-old is a millionaire off
Right.
of
Yeah.
the internet.
Right, and you're
This
and you're watching that every day, and then you
actually.
start, and then when things go wrong all the time, especially in your 20s, you start questioning, like, God and everything. You just
Yeah,
like, why me?
In general.
Like, why did this happen to me? And then you spend so much time dwelling on that life is passing you by, and then you get into that rut. And I feel like as you get older, you start becoming more disciplined and more strong. And that's when you're willing to analyze yourself. That's when you start going through that motion, and you're like, then you start thinking like this. Like, we don't need to worry about societal expectations. We can do it on our time, how we want.
There's no time limit.
Yeah, there's no time limit.
There's no time limit.
And now
you could figure that out when you're 40, and it will be a blow up for you.
Bro,
I'm
now,
sorry to cut you off, but
yeah, now more than ever, we have nothing but opportunity at our fingertips, literally.
Yeah.
Nothing but opportunity. Back in the day, I guess our parents had these societal expectations on them, but they didn't have what we have these days.
Yeah.
They don't have this. They didn't have this technology. I can understand back in the day, you know, my mother would have pressure on her to be a certain way at a certain time because this is the way of life. You go to school, you go to college, or maybe you don't go to college, and then you get a job.
Yeah.
And then you try to live the happiest life you can with what you got.
Yeah.
It's not the way of life in 2022. It's totally different. We can do what we want at the pace that we want to do it. I could be 40. I could be 45, 50, even older, and I could just have a difference of life within a week. Yeah. That's how fast shit could happen in these days.
I saw somebody that started taking up photography at the age of 35, and now they're one of like the top photographers at their age. And it's like, yo, they didn't start taking photography when they're 20s.
Yeah.
Like,
because let's be real, it's all about who you know as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, obviously, hard work. I'm sure that guy he has a skill. He has a talent. And, you know, when you network, you know, it's all about who you know as well. Talent, who you know, and consistency. Look at that. You can't tell me you can. All right, this all goes into like, don't tell me that, you know, you're having a horrible life when you're not doing anything to change that life. I can't work a 9 to 5, come home, lay down, and repeat every day, and then expect things to change.
Now. I'm tired.
He just came back from work and he's here right now. He worked the whole day and he's here right now. That's sacrifice. That's what that's called. Sacrifice. When you sacrifice.
And we haven't made it, so I'm not talking out of like, yeah, we got to do this to make it.
The thing
I'm telling you right now that we're struggling right now, but we're gonna push through this.
The thing is, nobody wants to do it for free.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to start off doing it for free.
Yeah.
They were like, why would I do that for free? Everybody's getting paid these days. You got to pay me for my time. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's called building.
The first people ask is like, oh, you started a podcast? Oh, so you must be getting paid off. Nah. I haven't seen the check unless I'm holding
it all for myself somehow. No, man, this is called building. This is the foundation. We are all in unison about this building up into something greater than ourselves. And also branching out into many other things. But if we're waiting for a paycheck to start something, we ain't never gonna start it because nobody's gonna pay us to do this shit. Especially, what are you investing in? What are you putting money? What are they gonna be putting money in? They're taking a big risk. Come on, you gotta put in the work to change your life. You can't just expect it to come to you.
Yeah, I feel like the moral of like today's episode is about self-love.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like if you don't find self-love, you're going to be getting yourself caught into everything, into society, to this time frame thing where like you think that your personal growth is not happening at the right time. You start losing friendships. Not even you trying to cut friendships. You start losing friendships. You start losing yourself completely. And once you start valuing yourself, that changes everything.
Yeah.
I feel like I went like a little crazy right there.
Yeah.
But I just want to like in a more calm way. It's just because I feel strongly about this because I was that guy who was sitting down on my ass doing nothing, waiting for something to happen, and then mad at the world and mad at myself and disappointed all the time. Why isn't anything happening for me?
Blaming others for your...
Yeah, blaming others. And I had to look at myself and be like, listen, what are you doing? And even Stephanie helped me a lot of the time. She actually helped me build myself up to the point where I'm at now so far. And she's like, and I just like had to analyze myself, go through that introspection and be like, okay, it's time to activate, because if I don't do it now, I'm thinking about 10 years down the road where, wow, like I could have been way further along. And it's not even about societal expectations. It's about your own expectations.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be 10 years from right now wishing that you would have started the podcast, you know, you don't want to be 10 years down the line wanting to do the same thing you loved for 20 years and you never did.
By the way, we've been in this predicament. This podcast has been thought about a long time ago.
Yeah, this is back in 2017. I wanted to do a podcast.
We talked about this for a long time. He
So-
talked about this. He wanted to do a podcast for a while, and you tried
once or twice.
one episode, and
Yeah.
didn't go nowhere.
It went left, and I was like,
and
forget
then he
it.
found me, and then
Things just went
No,
up
you
from
know
there.
what? He always had me, and then he just.
I always
decided
had
to
you
go,
in mind.
Hey yo.
But
yeah,
this is exactly where I got the free human.
plug that shit, babe.
This is what free
Plug that shit.
this is what free human is about. Is about ignoring societal expectations and doing everything you want on your time. Don't let that affect you at all.
Is that where like the keep your inner child comes in?
Yeah, you keep your inner
Because it's like
child
you don't-
because your inner child was so like we get clouded with responsibility as an adult, and we lose that inner child because now we have to worry about responsibility. But that inner child was always like, anything's possible. I could get in this rocket and go to the moon, and I could go have fun on the
I could
moon.
really be a president, like
Yes.
or even like there was never anything shutting you out. In
Yes.
the world
Yeah.
when you were a
Yes.
child.
Everything was possible, and the dreams couldn't get shattered because it's like, what are you talking about? We could do anything. But as you get older, people tend to tell you like, "You sure you want to do that?" Or, "Oh, that's not
Start talking
possible."
about percentages and stuff like that.
Yeah, like
only this amount of percentage makes it. This is how-
yeah, exactly. I want to be a basketball player, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's only 12 seats on the bench though.
Yeah.
What's the percentage of you? What's the chances of you getting into a basketball team? Come on now,
You
be
being
realistic.
Starting lineup. You start being. I know all of that. I
Yeah,
know that.
be realistic. Come on.
Yeah.
What's your plan B?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that deters you away from your dreams.
Yeah.
So you got to keep that inner child, keep that the way that a child thinks, you know, when it comes to creativity. But ignore societal expectations. Do it on your time. Nobody can stop you.
Period.
So
So
wait,
moral of everything
Yeah,
is
go ahead.
do whatever the fuck you want. You know,
On your time.
on your time, prioritize yourself, find
Prioritize yourself.
yourself on your time. Don't let anybody pressure you into doing anything. You know,
Defy those
when it's
expectations.
time, we could be gone tomorrow. Just do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Do whatever makes you happy.
All right, guys. We appreciate you for watching this episode of Random Ones Podcast. Thank you for giving us your time.
And another
Like,
one.
comment, subscribe. What should they comment? Just how
Comment
you feel.
about- Yo,
How you feel?
honestly, and if this conversation that we have had affected you in any type of way, or if you feel like you don't have anybody to speak to about, if you're dealing with any type of mental health yourself and you feel like you want to hit us up, we here to talk. Hit us
Yeah,
up.
let's talk about it. Let's talk
Yeah.
about it.
If you feel
We're all
like
open. We're all about helping people,
Yeah,
honestly.
hell yeah.
Um,
We love you guys.
yeah. So, thank you. We're out of here. Wait. So comment down below how you feel about any of the subjects, and we out of here, guys. I'll see you next time. We see you next time.
We love you.
Peace.
Set it off. Well, let me get this off. Visionary thoughts.